All right, what is up, everybody? This is steviebreech coming to you here today. We are a day out from the San Francisco 49ers defeating the Jets in week one of the NFL season. One hell of a game. That's going to be a game that honestly I remember for a long time. I know that I've watched sports on a plane before. I don't think I've ever watched my team on a plane before. I think it was pretty cool. I much rather would have been at home, sitting on my couch. I had to get a new TV yesterday. My TV died as I was watching it yesterday. I watched a YouTube video, and then I started doing a few other things, and I noticed the TV turned off, and then I tried to turn it back on, and it wouldn't come back on. 14 years old. I think I got my money's worth out of that bad boy. Went to Costco, picked up a new TV last night. Feel like they're just handing those things out for free, as expensive as TVs used to be. Picked up a new one, $300 out the door. Took the old one off the wall. Put the backing on it, and then put it up on the wall using the same mount as the last time. And damn, it's gonna be fun. I mean the TV that I got now. Same size, but it feels at least like half the weight. Hopefully I can get another 14 years out of this bad boy. But 49ers going to be playing against the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings, of course, they drafted the quarterback McCarthy from Michigan. He went down with the injury, so our backup from last year, Sam Darnold, is going to be making the start. Sam Darnold, I think he played 2 games. He might have came in relief when Purdy went down and then started 1 game on his own last year for us. I think he went to Minnesota with a chance of winning the job. He wasn't going to win it, but due to injury, he ended up getting it. He's got a great team built around him. They were a surprise victory in week 1. The 49ers, as of right now, it looks like there's not going to be any surprise. It looks like Christian McCaffrey is not going to be playing. Are we going to be able to rely on Mason, that he's going to be able to run for another 147 yards? I don't know. It's not out of the mind that the 49ers will find a way to use him in the backfield yet once again strongly. You got to think of all the running backs that have looked really, really well under the regime of Coach Shanahan. They've had a lot of people talking about the way the Denver Broncos for years had a different 1,000-yard rusher each and every year. They would just let the guy go, find another guy, because they knew the offensive line that they'd be able to do it. They didn't really talk about it in last week's Jets video, but hats off. I really called the offensive line out without Trent Williams, been saying that they were a bunch of nobodies. They really held it down on Monday night. They looked really, really well, made the Jets really question the defensive line that they have. I didn't like the way that the announcers of the Monday Night Football game went after Brandon Ayuk when he did not catch that ball in the end zone. I understand the guy just got a huge raise. He did a holdout. He got $30 million a year. $30 million a year, you should be expected to catch almost anything that hits you in the hands. He just dropped 1 ball. I really felt that like the backing of the NFL, just not wanting these guys to hold out to make sure that they had the biggest names to be out there. Maybe even like you signed a contract, you should play to live up for it instead of doing the holdout to get more money. You always got to think of like the other side of the NFL with the non-guaranteed contracts that, if he wasn't living up to the contract and the 49ers cut him, would he be feeling bad at the same time? So, it's not like, when they're not living up to the contract, they're ready to give that money back. So I don't know. This is a winnable game for the 49ers. I'm going into it with not high expectations, but I really feel, especially after watching Monday's game, that if we go out there and we play 49er football, even without Christian McCaffrey, that we're going to be able to find a scheme to be able to win this game. We just got to keep the defense, to keep the hands out of Justin Jefferson. That is a guy, honestly, that Darnold could just chuck the ball up to. And the guy can find a way to put 6 points up on the board each and every day. Hats off to Moody. He had a great game against the Jets. I believe it was 4 field goals. Might even have been 5. It seemed like that guy was kicking a lot. And it seems like he's sort of got out of that rookie sort of big game feel. I mean, this guy kicked 2 big kicks for us in the Super Bowl. He started off the season, I believe, with a 51-yard field goal. Love to see this guy settle down. He's not going to be Mr. Automatic. Each and every time you put him out there, you know, in that 50-yard plus, you know, you got to be hoping for the best. But if the guy misses, it is what it is. But it looks like we really got our guy. Hopefully we can keep him around for a good while and see what we can do. So this game's going to be fun against Minnesota. I'm really hoping for the W. Hope that Sam Darnold goes out there banging bombs and throwing bombs and can find a way to get this done. No, that wasn't Darnold. That was the other guy that the Jets had that came after Darnold that broke up with his girlfriend and hooked up with his mom, or it was some sort of story like that. But we'll have to see what's going down. I'm looking forward to the best. Hopefully the Niners can get out there 2-0, start the season off in the drive, and hopefully we can put some space between us and the Rams. Because I fell asleep during that Rams game on Sunday night. It's hard watching football on the East Coast. You know, it just starts so late. I think that's one of the best benefits of living on the West Coast. Not saying that I haven't fallen asleep during a handful of games here and there, but most Sunday night football games, most Monday night football games, if I want to make it to the end, I can make it. But, you know, when the game is starting at 8, ending close to midnight, that's tough. But the Rams looked good. Would love to get as much space between us and the Rams as we can. Not really scared of the Cardinals at all. The quote that he came out with saying that it's not his job to get the ball to the Marvin Harrison Jr. That's a little questionable. I don't know if they're going to start calling plays where the running back is throwing the ball to him. There's only one guy who gets the ball from the center, and it's up to him for what they do with it. I guess the coaches call the plays, and he does them. Maybe that's the only way out of that. But if you're a quarterback, you got to be saying that it's your job to be spreading that ball around and make sure that your playmakers get the ball in their hand to look good. But we'll have to see what goes down. But go Niners. Peace out.